Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your early morning. Not very early morning, but I mean, it is kind of early morning. Depends. It depends on your definition how early it is, I guess. Um, it is time for your early morning, late out of date. Smackdown and AEW Rampage review. Um, so there let's just say it was basically wrestling versus Spider-Man. Doesn't mean I didn't see the movie yet. So I did got tickets for No Way Home, but tickets were so packed I have to wait now for a week to get it. I wish I didn't sooner. I didn't know this movie was gonna be that big because I remember when I bought tickets for No Way Home. I mean, Far From Home. Tickets weren't even that big. But I guess this was really the most anticipated Spider-Man movie of all time. I sadly already. I mean, it doesn't ruin it for me. I do know what's gonna happen, but I can't wait to watch it because I think it's gonna. Because apparently it's still gonna be must see and still gonna be some good shit. I didn't know everything, so I don't care if people tell me what happened. I really don't care. Like I think I'm gonna probably still be excited. Just I want to see how it's portrayed or whatever. So we'll see what happens. But obviously, like being surprised would be more important. But what I mean by Friday Night Wrestling versus freaking Spider-Man is because so on the USA Network they were playing the Spider-Man films. I was more intrigued watching those than fucking Smackdown and even AEW. And to be fair, I was very tired. I kind of fell asleep in terms of freaking how tired I was, and even just by watching a little bit of fucking Smackdown, it's like wow. I'm telling you, like how is it a movie from years ago is more intriguing to watch than fucking Smackdown, which is supposed to be about action or whatever, and storylines and characters. You don't even give a fuck. Anyways, grab your Coca-Cola, drinking my niece there. Oh shit, cheers, motherfuckers, cheers. Like again, in the words of Charlie Wolfreich, the show's fucking garbage. Fuck the future. The future is garbage, okay? God damn, I'm gonna miss that guy. Gotta always try to honor him in some sort of way. Definitely. Alright. But yeah, let's talk about SmackDown. But yeah, definitely, it was way better to watch SmackDown. I mean, not SmackDown. I fucking watched the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy on the USA Network. So, anyway, so let's talk about this show. I mean, the only thing that was really good that happened was just freaking the opener. I mean, not opener, the main event. So, but speaking of the opener, you don't give a fuck because they started with Diva shit. And immediately I went to freaking. I changed the channel. Again, no one cares a shit about women's goddamn wrestling. It's not being sexist, especially when the women are not. I mean, aside from Tony Storm, you know, who the fuck gives a shit? So Sasha Banks and Tony Storm defeats Ric Flair Jr. and Shotzi, or Shitzy, I would just say, or just shits. Remember, she takes shits and sells it to people, which is weird. Apparently, Sasha Banks had the inspired Spider-Man attire, and who the fuck gives a shit? Hopefully, you hang yourself with a web. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's not that ugly, but just like, who gives a shit? You're an annoying fucking feminazi cunt, for God's sakes. Nettie Neifart says that Xia Lee is a nobody, and while she's a Guinness World Record holder. What Guinness World Record holder you are, fucking cunt. Fucking off. Yeah, I take that back. Sasha Banks, nah, don't hang yourself with a fucking spider web. This is the bitch you should, because she's disgusting, and she's a fucking garbage piece of shit. Natty Neifart says, next time Xia sticks her nose in her business, she'll be the one that needs to protect her. This is literally Mulan versus, I don't know, the son of fucking Shere Khan. Is this Shere Khan? I don't fucking know. And why I say son, because get it? It's a trainee. Or, I don't know, because apparently in Mulan, they have freaking Mulan face like a women bitch, and I don't care. Who gives a shit about 2020 Mulan, or whatever. The Viking Raiders defeats Jinder Mahal and Shanky. No one cares. Why is Shanky teaming with Jinder Mahal? Why isn't Veer Mahan with them? And why isn't Veer Mahan is gonna be like the next big thing on Raw? And who gives a shit, you know? Then Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss holds Happy Talk. And let's be honest here, this Baron Corbin has failed with this gimmick. This is terrible. It's not funny. With the homeless Corbin gimmick, that was funny. This is just terrible. And especially adding a guy, like, adding another wrestler with him to be like a tag team or just freaking... Honestly, there's no need for it. Like, what's the dynamic? Are they funny together? No. Why add this guy named Madcap Moss with him? Or Riddick Moss. I think that was his name. Like, they benefit nothing from each other. And not just that, again, this gimmick is not even good at all. This is just... I don't know what to tell you. So they try to take the sword out of the desk that McIntyre left last week. Because it's still on there. Then Drew comes out and takes them out. And then he takes back his sword. So basically, if you think about it, they kind of ripped off fucking Power Rangers with this. They ripped off Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Because you know how... Where is it? The saber swords? You know, the fucking... What was it? The Galaxy Sabers? That people are struggling to take it out. That was fucking Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss. They were struggling to take out the fucking sword. But then McIntyre takes it out because that's his sword. And he's the chosen... He's the chosen one. Maybe fucking all this time McIntyre was fucking ripping off Power Rangers. I'm just kidding. But like that's what it is. They literally ripped off Lost Galaxy with this fucking segment. But whatever. Rich Holland defeats Cesaro. No one cares. Then Adam Pearce announced that there will be a 12 Days of Christmas 12-man gauntlet match next... Okay. 12-man gauntlet match. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? First of all, so they finally remembered there was an Intercontinental title match. But really, a 12-man gauntlet match for the Intercontinental title. That is literally not exciting. Because fucking one reason, you fucking make us not give a fuck about the Intercontinental title. 2, who gives a shit about them facing Nakamura? And 3, literally next week, you're gonna do this entire show. I understand next week is Christmas Eve, but how about you put effort for God's sakes, like you always do? Last week you put some effort for when it was a Christmas episode, even when it was taped. Why the fuck are you doing? If this show is gonna be live, really? This is gonna be the show? I mean, Christmas Eve. Apparently, people don't do much on Christmas Eve. Even though I do consider Christmas Eve at this point as Christmas Day. But come on here. Back in the day, you put effort. What effort is this? What are you doing? If anything, it would have been so cool if you saved the whole Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns thing, what happened tonight to that next week or whatever. But, I mean, or do something to build off that. I don't fucking know. Like, something more advanced, like, who's Heyman gonna align with and whatever, based on what happened on this show. But really, come on here. So you're gonna probably spend the entire show doing a boring-ass gauntlet match. Great, waste of time. Thank you for, yeah, give us fucking shit. Thank you. Showing us you don't care about fucking your show. Then Naomi says every year she makes a Christmas list, and listen, this year, the only thing, she wants only one thing, is a match against Sonya Dykeville. Sonya comes out, and Sonya says Naomi needs to stop begging and give her the match with Shayla Baszler instead. And then she defeats Shayla Baszler with a roll-up. Remember Shayla Baszler supposed to be an MMA bitch? Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, because I never was a fan of Shayla Baszler. She's a fucking disgusting dyke. So who gives a fuck? I mean, as compared to an attractive dyke like Sonya Dykeville, hell yeah, and apparently she's MMA, so who gives a fuck? You might as well fire one of the bitches, if you want for some releases, because who the fuck cares about Shayla Baszler? Oh, but they're burying Shayla Baszler, who gives a fuck? And even if you gave her the title, who would give a shit? Because no one knows who the fuck Shayla Baszler is. Happy Court and Madcap Moss hide from McIntyre. And then Corbin says they will laugh all the way to New Year's after Madcap defeats Drew at day 1. That's the match. Whatever. For some reason, SmackDown gave us they gave us New Day and the Usos. That's like fucking giving Rock and Austin 2 weeks before WrestleMania, okay? You can't fucking just give a match that... So you make us not gonna give a fuck about the match. This is basically we seen... So why should we give a fuck about the match in day 1? Like, what fucking sense does this make? So announced for next week, apparently Tony Storm versus Ric Flair Jr. for the SmackDown Women's title is going to happen. And the 12 Days of Christmas 12-man gauntlet match. Like, people are going to give a fuck about a gauntlet match. And that's going to probably last the entire show. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, why not have something with Reigns next week? I don't fucking know. Or something like a segment at least. I don't fucking know. Because let's talk about it. So Roman Reigns returned after his week. Apparently that's a big thing, even though it's just a week. But I mean, it would have been cool if he was on last week as well or whatever. So he comes back. He questions. Basically, he said he would normally be mad at the Usos if they're lost, but he said they're his blood and he loves them. But then says that Heyman is not his blood, and he questions his loyalty. He asks him if he is on his side as a counselor or an advocate for Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns asks Paul why is he protecting Lesnar from him. Then Paul Heyman says he's not protecting Brock from him, he's protecting him from Brock. And then Paul Heyman basically gets fired by Reigns. He says, Paul, I love you. And then my tribal chief, I love you, tribal chief. Then he basically fires him, gave him a Superman punch. It was exciting. This was the best thing of the show. This segment. But sadly, I fell asleep during this show. So basically, yeah, I fell asleep because how boring the entire show was up to this point. But then Brock Lesnar came out. It was so fucking cool. That's how fucking, like, when you have a cool baby face like Brock Lesnar, that's how you're supposed to fucking be excited. Like, hell yeah, shit's gonna happen. A cool heel that you're gonna want to hate, and you have a cool badass baby face that you're gonna cheer for. That's what wrestling's supposed to be. And who gives a shit if Lesnar was to defeat Reigns? I don't give a fuck, honestly. Oh, but should be a new guy. What new guy anyways? Because everybody's garbage. Maybe, I mean, again, Triple H lost the title to guys like Goldberg. Okay, it's not gonna hurt him if he lost the title. If Reigns loses the title, let's be honest here. If they even do it, okay? Because I mean, there could be multiple scenarios. You can probably have Lesnar versus like Bobby Lashley, where Bobby Lashley wins the title, win the Royal Rumble, and then faces him on SmackDown. And maybe Reigns versus somebody cool, I don't know, somebody, or maybe he'll face Big E, just switch the fucking feuds, even though it's fucking stupid, well, whatever, or fucking him facing somebody, or maybe, yeah, obviously, like, you have to end the feud at day 1 or something like that, and then it'll lead to something, maybe, Lesnar is banned from SmackDown or something for now, or blah, 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 and then he'll face fucking Lashley, and I don't fucking know, something interesting that Lesnar has to do. But yeah, he fires him, but then Brock comes out and takes out the Usos and Reigns. He basically saves Heyman. He doesn't have like a moment where he picks up, which would have been cool. Maybe, who knows, something. It would have been cool if fucking maybe like Lesnar picked up Heyman, they reunite, it would have been something cool, But, yeah, maybe like to make it seem like, he cares about Heyman, something. It would have been cool, Fucking the fucking badass fucking man in overalls fucking saving his longtime fucking friend and client or fucking advocate. But apparently people say this was weak and maybe this might be a swerve for day 1 because apparently maybe Heyman might actually save Lesnar. Or Heyman might cost Lesnar a match still. Listen, I mean, if it happens, sure, that adds an interesting dynamic, but like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't mind. I just think this storyline is good. I'm liking what's going on, But I do think, like, if you're gonna have I don't mind if you even separate Heyman from Reigns. I don't even think that Reigns need Heyman anymore. Even though they do benefit from each other a little bit, The thing is, Reigns has established himself that he could be a good heel on his own without even needing Heyman. You know, he does have the Usos after all. So if anything, he doesn't really need Heyman anymore. I mean, if they still together, it doesn't matter. I would love to definitely see a dynamic between... I would love to see a Heyman and Lesnar face dynamic. It would be interesting. Them being a baby face together. That would be cool also. If anything, it just works. Because both can work as a heel and face. Right? Heyman has proved... I mean, Heyman's going to be cool. Heyman's the best. He makes you think and shit like that. But Lesnar has proven himself that he could be both great as a babyface and heel. And honestly, Reigns... I don't think he should be a face. Obviously, he shouldn't turn face. Like, why should he? Like, he just fucking did a heel thing. The thing is, obviously, like, the point is, fucking, I don't mind if fucking Lesnar and Heyman were together, even as a face or a heel. They're both great. You know, they're great in their roles. It's just so that this is working. And I don't think that Reigns should turn heel at the moment. I mean, fucking face. He's benefiting from it. But, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just because both wrestlers have it. They have it what it takes to be fucking good wrestlers. Especially Lesnar, because, you know, he's fucking a badass. So we'll see what happens. It would be cool if they were to fucking do something next week. Just a little segment at least to make people intrigued for SmackDown. But no, let's do a fucking stupid, boring-ass gauntlet match for a title that we don't give a fuck about anymore. So the show started. So fucking... AEW, let's talk about AEW, which is completely a fucking jobber fest. The best friends defeats the Super Clique, no one fucking cares. Dan Lambert returns and says Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes are screwing over Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky and accuse Cody of playing favoritism to his friends and not the people who claim who needs it. And claims that they are turning AEW to the late 90s version of WCW. Is he wrong? Is he wrong? Fucking Dan Lambert is not wrong. He's so right. He's not wrong. But then Smarks are going to be like, oh, you know, you're not wrong. You're wrong. You know, AEW's the best thing ever. Cody Rhodes comes out and goes after Paige and Sky. But they will overwhelm him. And then Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara comes out and evens the odds and no one cares. Dan Lambert is so right. Ty Conti defeats Penelope Ford in a submission match. If this should have been like a submission sorority match. Why was this? No, yeah, a fucking two attractive bitches. God forbid, make them do like hot shit or even like a bra and panties kind of match. Maybe they'll win something. But no! Let's do a boring ass submission match because apparently people want to see submissions. Yeah, we want to see that instead of fucking women fucking doing hot shit. Which they probably won't mind. Come on here. Why is fucking Penelope Ford like always losing? Like, can't she ever win? She's actually pretty hot too. Like, come on, dude. But if anything, you want to fucking do something, you're both invited to my big black couch, alright? AEW announces the Owen Hart tournament, which will conclude on Double or Nothing. That's actually interesting, so. Britt Baker versus Riho for the AEW Women's title is announced for Battle of the Belts on January 8th. Wait, that's a Saturday Night Fight? Wait, there's gonna do a fucking show on Saturday. Oh, help me. I thought they're fucking supposed to go to freaking... They're supposed to go to fucking DBS and they wouldn't need to worry about this shit. Whatever. I guess, I don't know. Daniel Garcia 2.0 on the Acclaim defeat Eddie Kingston, Lucha Brothers, Santana, and Ortiz. Wait, what? Wait, the Jobbers defeat? What? After the match, Jurassic Express comes out and the AEW Tag Team titles before handling back to the Lucha Brothers? What the... I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. No one fucking cares about this jobber shit, okay? So that was jobber shit that happened. So, yeah. That was wrestling. The best thing was literally Lesnar. But entirely the best thing to watch was literally the Spider-Man, okay? Just the Spider-Man trilogy. I hope everyone enjoys watching No Way Home. I can't wait to watch it after Christmas. That's when I'm going to be watching it. Can't wait for it. I think what I'm also going to do, I'm going to announce a Q&A/rant video announcement. That way, like, you know, just for the holidays, even though I didn't reach my goal of 1,500 subs yet, but I will. And not just that, just also, just for fun, you know, I might do also a show with the boys, you know, the Smart Busters crew, you know, with my buddies and shit like that. Just keep it real, motherfuckers. drink your Coles Magnusi, buy me some bitches, go oh shit, and take care of yourselves, people. Alright, please take care of yourselves, because, and, you know, I still can't believe what happened to Charlie. God bless him. I'm gonna miss that guy. Rest in peace, and, yeah. Fuck the future. The future is garbage, because there ain't gonna be no future. Because wrestling might as well be dead, honestly. But rest in peace, Charlie. We'll miss you. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye.